I'm feeling you, baby. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you, baby. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you, baby. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. Feel like it. I'm excited. You know I'm hyper too. Bring out the best. Fly high, so much fun.
You know what I'm waiting on, man. My favorite song.
Running in head first. My heart is about to burst. You the one that
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it strictly for you, man. You know what I mean?
No, you're gonna do it every week. You know.
Yeah, especially today, man. He
especially
had a rough.
today?
Yeah, especially today. He had a rough day.
Gotta have
today,
it.
man. So
I'm
yeah,
the president of Generation X.
Man, we understand that, man. You
Welcome
be
to
that
Smooth
360.
Sailing with AJ Saying, y'all. We are live in effect right here at My Radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network. You are inside Smooth Sailing with AJ Saying, the show for Generation X. And we have our special guests this evening, administrators from Crane Medical Preparatory High School. Now, if I don't say that correctly, I'm going to get in some serious trouble.
Yeah, because these are teachers over
From
here.
one of our sponsors, which is MHAI, our guy over there at Mr. Teron D. Clayton Sr., if I don't get this show right.
What's wrong? What's wrong, man? You nervous today?
I am, because, you know, he put so much pressure on me. You know what I mean? I don't know. There you go, Dre Jeff. Is that what you're looking for? Welcome, y'all. You're inside Smooth Sailing with AJ Saying, the show for Generation X, right here on My Radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network, where it is more than what, fellas?
More than radio.
Again, we have our special guest, AP. I'm going to start with Principal Benson and AP York from Crane Medical Preparatory High School. Now, you might be wondering why would we have a school on our show, right? For one, they're Generation X. I'm going to say that's what they are, although Principal Benson does not look like she's Generation X. She's so pretty. And then we have AP York, who actually does look like Norman Spears.
That's a fine, man. That's a fine.
It's a pleasure to have them on our show, talking about this wonderful, wonderful school on Chicago's West Side. And I think this is so important. It's one of our most important shows because we're talking about education. We're talking about Black history. And I, in my 52 years, ladies and gentlemen, have never heard of a high school that's dedicated to the medical field.
No, I
that
have
deserves
not.
a fake clap, Drake. You gotta get on your producing skills. Drake.
Oh yeah, he cutting up today. He cutting up.
So welcome,
There is an
AP
election.
Principal.
There is an election this year, right?
I took the spot like Trump did. There will never be another president.
That's okay. But now
Y'all
we
didn't say
come
nothing
back.
Trump, so don't be coming for me.
Mine's the president after first break. You know what it is.
Well, we don't have wine this week.
Yeah, right. No wine this week.
We was having a ball last week, so we're gonna have a ball again this week with our special guest. So what we like to do, AP York and Principal Benson, we like to start off our day with what we did over the weekend. So I won't just have you guys jump in. I'll have Dre Jeff start first and tell everybody how your weekend was, bro.
Well, weekend started off rough. I had a friend of mine at work. He had a ordeal at work. So, Mr. James Doolin, we're praying for you. Take your time coming back to work. We got it. We cool. Other than that, man, just no rest, man. I only had one day off or whatever this week, but I'm good, man.
So you did your 9 to 5 over the weekend?
Saturday, and I took yesterday off, and today was my off day. I went on it.
Okay.
I got to make the money, man.
Yeah.
Can't let the money make me, right?
That's right. Kim will have something to say about that. All right.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
Mo Green, man, how was your weekend?
Oh man, it was beautiful. Well, Friday I didn't do too much and nothing. I relaxed. But Saturday I went to my cousin's birthday party. Actually, today is his birthday, so
happy birthday!
Yes.
On Saturday morning, went to a nice little breakfast spot out in Lansing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I had a chance to get a good breakfast there.
Okay.
Got a little bit of bad news. One of my neighborhood buddies that I grew up with. He was killed this past weekend on that accident. If you saw on the expressway on 170th Torrance. Yeah, that was one of my buddies. And it was just like yesterday, because actually when I came back from down south, I had saw him. And we had spoken. It was like we never missed a beat. Mm-hmm. So he was one of them. He was one of them cats. he didn't grow up in the neighborhood, but when he moved into the neighborhood, it was like he'd been there for years. So I just like to say a prayer to the Satterwhite family, to my man Eric, his wife, his children. Like I said, he was a Simeon Wolverine, so this is gonna be about the only time that I give a little respect to Simeon.
Right.
Yeah. But other than that, no, my weekend was good. Now shout out to the Wrightwood Wildcats, the 7th and 8th grade boys. They lost Sunday yesterday, as a matter of fact, but they finished their season 7-5. So
good stuff.
That was it.
Good stuff. Well, as you can
Mr.
see,
President.
yeah, well, as you can see, we do things live and in effect on the show. If you tune in now, you'll see the live action. And then when you go to YouTube, you'll definitely see the goings on. So we had a person just walk in. I don't know her, right? But I will in a minute. So tell everybody who you are.
Hello, world. I am Crystal Waters Morton. I am the founder and executive director of the Marry Before You Carry Club. It is a nonprofit organization who works with youth to empower them to trust their own thoughts, ideas, and emotions. So we build their intrapersonal relationship, their relationship with themselves. And I'm here today to represent the Marry Before You Carry Club, as well as MHAI, Male Health Awareness Initiative.
Nice. He sends a woman. All right, so we're gonna.
What better than him?
We work together. We work together.
I know.
And we all know how important that is,
That's
right?
right. That's
Our
right.
men need the women, and the women need the men.
You got it. Thank you so much for representing MHAI. And now, on to our other guests. We'll start with Principal Benson, right? How was your weekend?
Busy. Chaperoning kids around, and then had a celebration of life for a family member that passed away a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
That's mostly it.
Okay, right. Exciting. Other than the my condolences to your family. People of that. So, okay, AP York.
So my weekend was pretty smooth. Boss lady, she was at a conference for the rest of the week, so I was covering the school on Friday. Ran a PD after school, and then on Saturday hosted our monthly PAC meeting at the school, where our parents come out, and we just kind of discuss things that are going on at the school, and we also have different topics that we discuss monthly. And then the rest of the day and Sunday was dedicated to family time, so got to have that time balancing work and family.
Nice.
Most definitely.
Ms. Waters, how was your weekend?
The weekend was phenomenal.
Check that out. Okay.
I did a workshop for youth guidance. It was a level up teen conference where we were able to pour into the teens. I worked with them on their identity as well as self-awareness. It was great.
Good stuff. I was at that conference over the weekend. It was wonderful. We had a little scare, but other than that, it was okay. One of the babies that were performing, they did an awesome job, by the way. She caught a Charlie horse.
Oh, man, I know.
And they were tending to the girl, and everyone was kind of panicking. But when we didn't, we were right there at the table. We didn't really make it a big deal. She had like 8 people around her with a nurse and everything. So shout out to that team and that young lady.
Baby girl, I know I had one last night. Jumped out the bed like Jesus.
No one wants to know you had.
Right.
Personal.
I was thinking that.
I was just feeling her pain. I was feeling her pain.
Right. So we are, as you can see, this is what we do every Monday night from 5 to 7. Right here on Smooth Sailing with AJ Saying, the show for Generation X. And we have our guest in the house, Ms. Crystal Waters, who is representing MHAI, and Principal Benson and AP York. So we're going to jump right into it. Thank you for the fake clap, Trey. That's you on your job. All right. Crane. Now, back in the day, I got to date myself. Back in the day, Crane was one of those high schools, right? It was one of those high schools. I won't put it out there too much, but it was one of those high schools. Now it's not. So when did Crane become a medical high school, AP or Principal Benson?
So we've actually been in existence for 10 years now, going on our 11 years. 2013 is when we opened up. So even with a decade of history behind us, it's still a lot of people in the city of Chicago. Even people in CPS still don't know about us. So there was a big fight with Crane because, as you know, during that time they were closing schools.
Yep.
And the community came together to ensure that school did not close. And even as it was transitioning to a medical prep at that time, there was a big push not to change the name because there was so much history with it. And so 2013, we opened the doors. We opened with one class. We just had ninth graders. Myself and Mr. York were a part of that team that opened up the school. I was a special education case manager at the time, and Mr. York was our PE teacher.
So you've been promoted since then. That's what's up. Oh yeah, right. So I might promote these guys one day. So now, since 2013, it's been 10 years. You guys had some graduating classes since then, obviously. Are you all in affiliation with Malcolm X College?
We are in affiliation with Malcolm X College, Rush University, University of Chicago.
Nice.
Lurie Children's Hospital.
Nice.
So we have a lot of partnerships that allows us to provide exposure and opportunities for our students throughout the school year as well as the summer.
So Crane is located where?
2245 West Jackson Boulevard.
That's right. That's Jackson and right off of Damon. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You knew Damon was 2200.
Yeah.
Hey P, how you doing, man? Good, man. So I had the pleasure of attending that parent meeting, and we met a couple parents there. So how you guys been around for 10 years, right? At least that this portion of it. How do you guys get the word out? Because we know parent involvement is kind of sketchy.
So one thing that we usually do is we go around to the elementary schools for their high school fairs. That's a good way for us to get our message out to the students, especially with the old stereotype of the old Crane. So that's one thing, one of the challenges that we face. Another thing too that we do is just on our own, just trying to do open houses that we host for parents and students to come in, see the school, meet some of the staff, talk with the administration. So those are a couple of the things that have done to promote our school.
Nice. So these kids, now I know you're looking for a certain criteria. Is it selective enrollment, Crane, now, or is it any one of you?
We are not selective enrollment. We're a magnet school, so we're not a neighborhood school either. So there is a test requirement with a high school entrance exam that they have to meet a certain criteria with that exam.
Okay.
But overall, tests don't tell everything about a student.
No.
So sometimes they don't get in their freshman year, and there are opportunities as a transfer to come in starting that 10th year where we do have the autonomy to choose our students. According to CPS, but we're looking for a student that is interested in the medical field. But what we know about the medical field encompasses everything around.
For sure.
Part, it's everything around us. So even when students come, I don't want to be a doctor. And unfortunately, a lot of our Black and brown students, when we talk about medical, that's the first thing that people think about is a doctor or a nurse, not knowing the full spectrum of what the medical field looks like. So that's one of our biggest missions as well, is to expose our students to the world of the medical field beyond the nurse, beyond the doctor, getting them outside into those real world experiences at Rush, allowing them opportunities to meet and greet with everybody from janitorial staff up into the president. They've had those opportunities to shake hands with everyone. They've had opportunities to get lectures from some of the professors at Rush University. We've had students when they do their summer internships. Sometimes it is shadowing a doctor, and sometimes it's in the business side. They're doing medical records, so they get to see a whole spectrum of the medical field. And I'm very appreciative to our hospital partners for allowing those opportunities.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So, Ms. Waters, what is MHAI's involvement with Crane?
Exciting. The involvement is exciting. I attended a meeting with you last month where MHAI just sort of gave the parents nuggets as it related to supporting their young athlete, which I think is so necessary, so we can be so involved with our day-to-day, with working, with family, that home is kind of on autopilot. And so I think that the parents really understanding there is a want, there is a need, and we are there to help push that. And one thing that I love about Crane is this is different.
Oh, yeah.
At least it's different to a lot of us. A lot of us did not know. When I thought of Crane at West Side, oh, heck, absolutely not.
Right.
And so when you think that there is a high school that is dedicated to the medical industry, which is so very needed today, and MHAI is ready to come and help them prep, give them career readiness, help them, prepare for those internships, and really get ready to get out there and start their career. When you have an opportunity to do it in high school, when I can learn, when you can start developing and creating those good habits, that's what MHAI is there to do. Help strengthen that.
Good stuff. And you would sure, absolutely. This is y'all show.
It's your show.
Say what you want, Principal.
So MHAI has been very instrumental with our community, even beyond that. I was introduced to Mr. Clayton last year, and we talk about the medical field, we talk about the academics, but that's just a portion of the student. And we make sure that we are nurturing and empowering the whole student. So even as you alluded to the mental health part, we've had Mr. Clayton and his team going into our classrooms. They've been pushing in at each grade level, just doing some of the character building, identifying, just decision making and how that can impact the next steps with that. Also, last year, I've even invited him into the world of my staff, coming into PDs, having those same conversations, because the reality is we are 90% African American students, 10% Latina, and probably a little bit more than half of our staff does not look like them. They're white, and there are some cultural differences that we just have to acknowledge. And those interactions, where my interactions with those students could look very different, and I may be able to have a conversation where you cannot, and you have some assumptions that you've seen out in the world about our Black and brown students that we need to check that at the door, so to say, and educate you on how to communicate and operate with not only our students, but when you call home to our parents, there's a certain way you need to communicate with them.
Right,
so
exactly.
Mr. Clayton has been very instrumental in that, and then supporting our staff as well as our students. And then beyond that, just even supporting our staff with getting our parents involved, doing phone calls for us. As you mentioned earlier, it's not a lot of parent activity at the school, and we're trying our hardest to get our parents involved. But again, that's a cultural difference. Yep. And once our babies get to high school, it's like they grown now.
Yeah, no,
they not.
Parents, come on, they ain't grown.
We need you.
We need you, parents.
We have some that are always there and are always showing up, but we really would like to increase that parent involvement at the school, because also it shows that collaboration and partnership with home and school, and we're all on the same page. We're not here to fight against each other. We want to push you and empower you to be the best you, so when you leave this world and you are grown, that you have all of the tools you need to journey through this world.
That's good stuff. So AP York, now assistant principal, and we've had Black principals even when we was coming up.
Yeah,
Mr. Burnett,
Dr. Burnett. Yeah.
So, but today it's a little different, right? So
it's a little different.
How is it being the assistant principal of such a I want to say prestigious right now?
Ooh, you took the words out of my mouth.
Prestigious high school.
Yes,
we claiming that. How's it been, bro? How's it?
Man, this has been one of the best things that has ever happened to me.
Nice.
As Principal Benson spoke earlier, we were part of the founding staff that came in 2013. And just through the course of those years, her and I have always had the conversation of being administrators. And we, built that connection with each other and that bond with each other. And it was just pretty much like, man, whichever one gets a administration job first, the other one's going to be the AP. And she got the position and she stuck with her word. And our vision and mission for the school has always been the same. So we know where this can go with this with Crane High School. And like I said, being there for 10, 11 years now, the dedication and the loyalty is there. So me being an AP, it's my dream job, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's my dream job. I've always wanted to be in a situation where I was familiar with the school and the students and the staff. And I always wanted to work for someone who could be a mentor to me and do things the right way. And she's the perfect person So, like I said, I love being the AP over there. I have a strong relationship with the students as well as the staff. So, man, I couldn't have picked a better place to be the assistant principal.
That's good stuff.
So you say y'all two work history is really y'all like compliment each other since y'all been together.
Absolutely. And even to go further with that part, I'm more of the instructional person. While I know the whole school matters, that whole experience for students, I'm gonna cheer you on, but I don't know a lot about sports. I know a few things. My son is in sports, but I don't know the logistical and the business side.
He get a touchdown, he'd be like, "Hey, home run!"
Even with that part, Mr. York has really stepped in and supported that part, because the other part of me, like I said, I'm big on traditions, family. Crane has a history and tradition of being a big sports team. And while we do want to move forward in that positive transition with the academics and giving our students something to look forward to push them into the next step, but that's athletic side, that's important as well. And I don't want that to die by the wayside just because of my ignorance with it. So even with that, I wanted to make sure that there was someone that complimented me on those, and I would say deficits. We all got deficits.
For sure.
While, I can go learn it and do it, but it's so much more over here on this instructional side where I feel like, that was my area of mastery. And so he compliments in that way.
That's good.
That's good stuff.
Now, this is Women's History Month, right? We just so happen to have a Black woman principal on our show. So, which is awesome. It's super awesome. So, how is it being principal over there at Crane? Talk to us about that.
You know what I can say is I love my job. I love getting up every morning and going to work. And I know there's some people that do not. Every day is different. This seat looks very different from being even a case manager. I think I was an assistant principal for a month and a half, 2 months, and that was only over the summer.
Wow.
And then got shot in this position. So my journey has been very different, and while frustrating, and I literally feeling like I'm thrown in a pit of fire, but not in a negative way. I've had a lot of self-reflection and growing as a leader, and getting that bird's eye view and identifying, the moving pieces of what a school and the operation of it needs to be, and just actually having fun with putting those pieces together. I have a very supportive senior leadership team. And when I talk about my senior leadership team, my counselor, my instructional coaches, my STEM early college program manager that makes all of these medical prep opportunities outside the school actually happen, because he's my liaison with that, as well as my CTE teacher, Miss Fields. So that's Mr. Magaya and Miss Fields, who has been supportive in that, and then Mr. York. It's like the machine is getting all of his working pieces together, and we're not there yet where it's working automatically, but we're working in that direction.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
nice.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Although stressful and but it's been fun.
You kids.
It's all a part of it.
Yeah, I'm talking about
y'all kids. But see, it's good to see that, with you being a principal and you saying, number one, you being a African American female principal. And it's not like, you know everything, and just because you on top, you like, well, I'm going to, I'm gonna let you handle that. You know what I'm saying? And just let me know how that go, and then we can go on. That's good stuff right there, or whatever. And he, he like, well, I'm laid back. I'm gonna do my thing or whatever and all that stuff. Because I know we was talking earlier off air. We was talking about sports. She kind of looking like. she was like, I ain't gonna get in that conversation. But no,
I know about the trade, but all the other parts.
Right, that's kind of known right there. All right,
no,
so I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you had a question.
No, I did. I was just gonna finish my statement. Since
Go ahead.
You are with. No, I'm good now.
I'm not scared of you, Dredge. I'm just. Well, he's gone. I'm looking for a vice president of Generation X. Right? No. So, Dre Jeff, if you be so kind to explain to our guests how it works when I do what I do.
First of all, we're gonna excuse you, like I explained to y'all. The air hasn't got up to his brain yet, So excuse him. We put him in his high chair, so he'll be fine. We're gonna get him some applesauce and crackers and stuff. But before we go on our commercial break, I'll give you some rules or whatever. He's gonna say 1, 2, 3. And our response is, it's more than radio. It's more than radio. But, you know, he tried to be tricky. He might say it backwards. He might say it in Spanish. He might not say it at all. So you just have to be prepared because, you know, I guess once he get his cookies and chips and stuff, he'll be okay or whatever. So, you know, these they pretty new. So let's be nice, Mr. President.
No, I'm not going to be nice because you've already explained to them what's going on. And let's not forget Ms. Crystal Waters. She's representing MHAI. And today's show is brought to you by the Male Health Awareness Initiative. Just go to mhai.info to find out what that organization does for your community, your schools, your neighborhoods, and etc. Go to mhai.info. All right. We'll be right back. When we come back, we're going to talk about the different programs you guys got going on, administration, things of that nature. So 1, 2, 3.
It's more than radio.
It's about time you did something right around here, Mo Green. We'll be right back, y'all.
You are listening to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X on My Radio Chicago.
If you can hear the sound of my voice, then so can your customers. My Radio Chicago on the Support District Radio Network reaches over 250,000 listeners daily. You can advertise your business or next event on our platform. We understand these are trying times. We have affordable packages to fit your budget. My Radio Chicago is all about community. We support our local businesses 100%. For more information, give us a call at 630-465-0229. That's 630-465-0229. Or send us an email at sdrchicago@gmail.com. That's sdrchicago@gmail.com. My Radio Chicago on the Support District Radio Network. And guess what? It's more than radio. Roughly 34 million adults in America don't have their high school diplomas. Earning your high school diploma is more important than you may realize. Without it, you'll be stuck in a dead-end job with no chance of a raise or promotion. You can't further your education or stay employed. Here's a solution. No Adults Left Behind. NALB High School offers support services to enhance the community at large. You can earn your high school diploma. NALB is a registered non-public high school District 299 and services students in Illinois, Indiana, and Minnesota. NALB graduates about 150 students a year. Located in Chicago's Inglewood community, the wonderful staff will be happy to help you. For more information, call 773-982-7204. That's 773-982-7204. Or visit noadultsleftbehind.org. No Adults Left Behind. We're changing your lives for the better.
What's good, y'all? This is Obi-Wan Music. I'm rocking with Soul 106.3, the ownership club. I'm about to check out my new single, Party Favor.
You're my favorite flavor. Lingers on my tongue like some now and later. Girl, won't you come? Let me taste your flavor. Party all night long. Elevate the ankle. Make it sticky face.
Yeah, that's right. It's Obi-Wan Music. My new single, Party Favorites. Be sure to check that out on all streaming platforms under Obi-Wan Music. You can also find me on all social media at Obi-Wan Music, OBYWAN Music.
Where can you get great food, gourmet dishes, fresh salad, hot pasta, and mouth-watering desserts? Sizzling Skillets. Don't forget to try the tasty ginger chicken stir-fry, or dig into the Caesar salad with blackened tilapia, the jerk turkey burger, or the tantalizing vegetable chicken wrap. There's something for everyone on our menu. Visit Sizzling Skillets at 8635 South Cottage Grove. Chef Lamont and his crew will whip up an entree to satisfy your taste buds. Phone ahead to place your order. 773-651-2433. Sizzling Skillets. Great food prepared perfectly.
You send me swinging. Oh, you send me swinging. someone so beautiful and kind. Oh, what you've done to me with just the little things you do. You got me crazy over you, and it's getting stronger. I'm with you, I'm deeper in love. This feeling is the one thing my heart is sure of. So I wait for the day we can sway, but you're the right. Oh, you send me swinging. You send me swinging. Oh, you send me swinging. I was thinking about you and all the things that we could do. If only you could see how sweet your love is to me. So heavenly. No one knows where to say just how I feel for you. Every day that passes, my heart swings closer to you. Sweet Jesus way, love my way. But you're not right. I send me swinging. You send me swinging. Oh, you send me swinging. Bum, bum, swinging on you, baby. Chicka bum, bum, swinging on you, swinging on you. Being out with you, I'm gonna be forever in love. It's the one thing that my heart is sure of. So wait for the day. Wait for the day. Just wait. Just wait. Turn to the right. Oh, you know you swinging me right around my heart, a joyful sound. Waiting for you to come my way. I'm feeling my way. Run to the right, run to my way. I just see me sway.
Welcome back to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X. Whereas what, my people?
More than radio.
Yes, sir.
Great job. Let me get some. Woo! Fake Herb Kent. All right.
That deserved a hand clap. That was a good one.
You got a nice voice there, brother. All right. So we're back live in effect with our special guest from Crane High School, AP York, and Principal Benson, along with Ms. Crystal Waters, who is representing MHAI. Tonight's show is brought to you by MHAI. That's the Male Health Awareness Initiative, where you can find out what he does or what that organization does for your schools, for your community, for your neighborhood. Just go to MHAI.info.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm getting better and better.
You better not stutter in front of all this school
administration. Right.
In front of this school administration. You'll get detention.
Educated people over there.
You'll get detention today.
All right, so we're gonna get back into it now. Crane, I'm gonna do this without looking. Crane Medical Preparatory High School. Did I say it right?
Yes.
All right. You guys offer anything in the medical field. Now, do you have sports programs? I know you alluded to it on our last break. So you have sports programs as well. So a student or a kid doesn't have to want to be in the medical field, but what if he wants to do sports or something like that? Can a kid still attend? It's in there.
Yes, a student. I mean, they're student athletes, so you still have to be interested in the academic part as well. What we say is, because we have students that have graduated. Our first class was 2017. I can think of one right now. He's a successful news anchor right now.
Wow. Okay.
Marcus King.
Okay. Yes.
So we are preparing you for post-secondary, where our focus is in the medical field. If we can prepare you for the medical field, we can prepare you for any field. And as I mentioned before, the medical field is beyond medical doctors and nursing. There's a variety and a spectrum of it, and we want to prepare you for the best post-secondary options out there.
If I can just add,
please.
We do one of our pathways that we offer is sports medicine. So a lot of our student athletes tend to go towards that route. Because again, as she talked about it earlier, when students think of medical, they're just thinking about being a doctor or a nurse. There's more to the medical field than that. So when it comes to our sports medicine pathway, we partner with Malcolm X, and our students are able to go over to their kinesiology lab and actually get certification to become athletic trainers. So if anybody's familiar with sports, especially in this day and age, a lot of parents are hiring trainers for their kids.
Yeah.
So what better way to get your feet wet with that than to go through our sports medicine pathway and then get the opportunity to go over to Malcolm X and work in their kinesiology lab. Learn about the different body parts, what exercise this muscle works out, what body part it works out. Oh, if this injury happens, how can I treat this? So you're getting that knowledge while you're also getting college credit, which we'll mention later on with our dual credit, dual enrollment program. So it's something for everybody over there. Student athletes, our regular students. So yeah, something for everybody.
So with that being said, I was going to ask this question earlier. So since you say you've been 2013, that's when you first, okay. So with that being said, and like what you mentioned earlier, when you hear the medical field, that's the first thing we think of is nurses and doctors. So would you say that the male enrollment has increased? I wouldn't say dramatically, but increased in numbers since you guys have taken over. I mean, since 13? Okay.
So to be honest, we have always been since 2013. Because I'm only going to talk about Crane.
Absolutely.
Okay, sure. Right. That's why I sound no before.
Right.
Okay, right. Okay.
Crane.
Good. Okay.
So
right.
Just 2013 and up.
Okay.
We have always been heavily female populated.
Okay.
It's been like 70-30 female to male.
Okay, I can believe that.
That's all right.
Yeah, that sounds like I wish I was in high school.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And see, that's why I asked because of the sports part of it. Okay.
Rush has a program, men in nursing, that they are
good.
We are partnering with them. We're in the beginning phase. They're in the beginning phases of this program.
Good stuff.
So we're in the beginning phases with them to get that up and going, to target our young Black and brown men to get into.
That's what's up. Okay.
Even when you think of nursing, you think it's
female.
female
Yeah.
So it's okay to be a male nurse.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
sure is.
when I went to the doctor, the guy was a nurse.
You like that, didn't you?
I'm saying when I went to the doctor.
I know you like that though, right?
When I went to the doctor, the guy was a nurse who took care of all the stuff. So that's what's up.
Yeah, because you mentioned like kinesiology. Because my son, he's a football player. He goes to in a school in North Carolina, and that's his major. And, that's his major because he graduating in 2 months. With his stuff, and he going back to get his master's or whatever. So my question, alluding that, because I do work in the medical field. I work in a nursing home. And what other classes besides like nursing and being a PhD, what other classes in the medical field do you have there?
So
You took my question, by the way.
Oh, great minds think alike.
I guess so.
Hey, go be the next president, bro.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, not gonna happen.
Break it down, man.
So what programs do you guys offer? Yeah.
So we are a CTE early college STEM school with health science pathways.
Mm-hmm.
We've identified 4 pathways where we took a survey to the students to identify 4 areas of interest for them. And the top 4, not to say that we won't grow later on, but right now we want to sustain these 4. We have pre-medicine, which is a variety of things in the medical field. We have the nursing, sports medicine, and emergency medicine.
Mm-hmm.
With all of those, we have an outside partner, whether it be the hospital or Malcolm X, that comes in and do programming with our students once a month with them.
Mm-hmm.
So within those fields, they do an exploratory of that field. So with our nursing, it's from the emergency room nurse to a pediatric nurse to a nurse that specializes in surgery. They explore that. Even with our sports medicine, there's sports athletic trainers, orthopedic, dietitian, all of that, sports therapists, all of that. They get an exploratory course in those areas. Within the school, what all of our students are exposed to, they, in their freshman year, do human body systems, and then they do medical terminology. At the 10th grade level, our students have the opportunity to start getting college credits for their classes, where the medical terminology class is their first early college credit. Now, they have to pass a college entrance exam, which is read to write, and the ALEX test for city colleges. So even some of our students that are not successful with that assessment, we still want to expose them to the content. So we have a early college medical terminology, and then our CTE class has a terminology class as well. And as they move along, it's more so anatomy and physiology. Then they start breaking into whether or not they have their outside internships, or they're in nursing programs. Right now, we have 15 students that are being certified to get their nursing certification.
Nice.
And we have 9 students that are going through a pharmacy tech program. So after they get their certification and graduation, actually, they can go before graduation. They can work in CVS or Walgreens.
Nice.
So there's job placement after they finish that. And these are juniors and seniors.
Nice. So is it pharmacy tech? Do you have that? Or something similar?
Yes, it is pharmacy tech, but those are not in the building.
Okay, got it.
So we have students that may have to leave early, or they're doing a Saturday programming. But it's our liaison, it's our school that is initiating these programs for them. So the days that they're not in classes, they are in their CTE class, where our CTE teacher, Ms. Fields, is supporting them with their studies in that class so that they get ready to take their certification test. Nice. They can be prepared. So it's their support system as well.
That's good stuff. So we're sitting here with administration from Crane, AP York, Principal Benson, and Mr. Waters, who is representing Male Health Awareness Initiative. And she has such a beautiful voice. I want you to explain, Ms. Waters, to the people who have been living under a rock. What is MHAI?
What is MHAI?
She got like that Eartha Kitt type of voice. I love it.
Marcus.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Nice.
When we think about male health and how it's kind of swept under the rug, and how just from early childhood, our boys are taught to not cry. You're taught to not really express yourself, to kind of just go with things. And at MHAI, we are here to help them develop their character, to learn how to communicate and express themselves in a good way. You hear it too. It's popping because we popping in here.
That's the radiator, Dre Joe. That's the radiator. It's okay, man. You don't know what a radiator is, sir?
No, I haven't been one in about 40
You didn't grow
years.
up with a radiator?
I did, but it's been a long time since
What them now ladies at? You used to put them now ladies on the radiator.
Oh my God.
On the radiator back in the day. I'm just saying.
So, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Back to the program.
Right.
We are part of a village. For our community, for our schools, for our parents. We are an extension of the best things that your child can get, the best things that your young adult can get. So we help them to really prepare themselves mentally for what's going to happen out here, and to be prepared to go out there and go for what it is they want to do, and to really have that vision for what you want to do. Don't just be going and no. We moving with purpose. We moving with principle. We moving with vision. We moving with integrity. And that's what MHAI is all about.
Awesome. I want to read some of the comments that we're getting here. Man, Mr. York, our friend Saint Boogie. He's our guy from CPD. He said peace to the brothers. And then Breezy Flex, great job on all the hard work y'all put into rebranding the school and the city. Try to give up on y'all. Y'all deserve y'all flowers. All right. Gianni Miller, good job, Principal Benson and AP York. You guys know what that is? Awesome.
All right, cuzzo.
All right, cuzzo. Sandra York says, I'm so proud of the great job that both Principal Benson and Assistant Principal Reginald York are doing. You make the west side of Chicago stand tall. West side is the best side. That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say, but I'm south side.
West side Illinois.
Right. Shouts out to
ain't nothing wrong. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with the west side.
Nothing wrong with the west side.
I lived over there and worked over there for many years. So I love the west side.
I want to shout out to our fans or whatever. Like you said, St. Boogie, and he always chimes in with good questions or whatever. So to the Crane administration, are there any problems or challenges that your students face that are different from other schools? No?
We face the same challenges they face across the city, across the nation. As we alluded to, mental health is real.
Yep.
In our Black community, we just now acknowledging that it's real. So we try to make sure that we have those supports in place for our students.
MHAI.
and even in addition to MHAI being in the building, we have a full-time social worker, which is not common across the city of Chicago. So our social worker is there 5 times a day.
Wow.
And we also have a rush clinic in our school that has a social worker there as well. So.
And a pediatric psychologist.
Oh, that's what's up. We didn't have all that. We did not have all that.
We have included them even our behavior health team as a partnership, because some of our students, they can go down there and make their own appointment, but sometimes, we've identified and we'll let them know, we're gonna send this baby over to you. We need you to make an appointment. We may have to walk them down there. So we built a relationship with all of our partners inside the building to make sure that we are supporting the whole child.
Now, what kind of student, AP York, are you looking for? I know these schools have their own identity. I used to be a CPS employee back in the day, so I understand what it's all about. So what type of student are you looking for?
Well, pretty much like Principal Benson said earlier, we're looking for students that are interested in the medical field, but if you're not interested in the medical field, we still have something for you. We're also interested in students that want to be at school. They're there for a purpose. And something that we've been getting away from is those students that aren't there for a purpose. It's not to say that we just throw them out to the wolves or just kick them out. We work with them. We give them a chance, opportunities, and put them in different programs. But we're definitely looking for those students that are there for a purpose and they know their purpose. I get it. Teenagers will be teenagers and there's a place and time for that. But we're looking for that student that wants to be there at Crane. They have a purpose of going to the school and they have a purpose in life. So that's the type of student that we're looking for.
Nice.
So the other classes that y'all have in y'all school, that's not, the medical, but is it like y'all have human resources classes or administrative classes? Do you teach for that?
No. So all of our career to education and CTE classes are within the medical field.
In the medical field.
But as I said, all of those classes can prepare you beyond high school.
Exactly.
We're a STEM school, and what STEM is big on is the 4 C's. And those are employable skills beyond high school: collaboration, communication, critical thinking. So all of those, I don't care what field you go into, whether you're an entrepreneur, you're being employed by someone else, you need all of that in order to be successful, not even beyond high school, but within high school. And creativity was the last C. So the focus of our classes are within the medical field, but we're part of a district that also supports professions outside of the medical field. So Urban Alliance, and they have a lot of apprenticeships with CPS, and we've had students, we will set them up to be a part of those programs as well. Like I said, we are here to empower all students.
Nice.
Our focus is the medical field, but what we've identified, not everyone that comes through those doors are there for the medical field. There's some students that come through there because they don't want to go to their neighborhood school for whatever reasons. And I'm not going to deny you, if like Ms. Principal York said, they just want to have a good experience within school, and that's not to knock any of my neighborhood schools, because there's a lot of great things going on in my neighborhood.
Most definitely.
But Chicago, there's a lot of choices, and so when they choose to come to us, we have chosen to empower them no matter what.
Yes.
So you're talking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And just to kind of add to what Principal Benson was saying, every student that comes through isn't going into the medical. One student in particular that we had a few years back that graduated, he was presented with the remember the program they had, and he went into the apprenticeship. What was it? With the plumbers?
No, it was Gerber. He was with Gerber. Autotech.
No,
there was two of them.
I'm talking about Quentin.
Okay.
So
They fighting, y'all. They fighting. fight.
There was two students that graduated that got offers with their apprenticeship.
Yeah. So Quentin actually had the opportunity. He had a choice to make when he came to graduation time. He could either go to this apprenticeship and earn $50,000 to $60,000, or he had to go to college. So he had a decision to make with that because he did so great in the program. And then he actually became like the poster child for that program. And he chose to go with the apprenticeship out of high school. So again, it doesn't necessarily mean I got to go into the medical field.
Okay.
Because if it's something else that you might be interested in, we're going to find a program to assist you once you leave up out our doors and get you on your way. So
yeah, that's good stuff. So you're talking phlebotomy, medical administration, pharmacy tech, CNA.
We've had We've had a ton of students who have gotten a phlebotomy certification and were hired while still in high school.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. That's good stuff. So one of our sponsors, well, the sponsor, just walked in, Mr. Teron D. Clayton Senior. You can come on in around and show everybody that wonderful white beard that you sport so eloquently. Mr. Clayton is, and I have no problem saying this, behind the scenes or in public, this is a wonderful man. What he's doing for our communities, our schools, our neighborhoods. This is Mr. Teron D. Clayton Senior, who is the founder and CEO of MHAI. As you can see in the upper right corner of your screen. To get your stuff up there, we'll talk about some advertising things later. But Mr. Clayton, please let us know, tell everybody who you are. They don't know already.
They don't know. Well, again, I'm Teron D. Clayton, Senior CEO, founder of MHAI, acronym for Male Health Awareness Initiative, community partner of Chicago Public Schools through vendorship. And today, I just would like to extend a humble appreciation to both Principal Benson and Assistant Principal York from Crane Medical Preparatory High School, who has been just a great supporter of MHAI, has allowed us to come in and complement the various initiatives they have going. So it is just an honor and a pleasure to reintroduce to some and to reintroduce to others, Principal Benson and Assistant Principal York of Crane Medical High School, and to reintroduce the school to the city of Chicago and to our young people as we're gearing up for 24-25.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, Ms. Crystal Waters did a fantastic job.
Marry before you carry.
Representing MHAI. She has one of those voices, man. I'm gonna see if I can get her to read some commercials.
Of course you can.
But I got some good news, and I got to run this by Principal Benson.
Okay.
Because it's going to take place at their school. So I just left a meeting with Youth Guidance, which is also a community partner with Crane. And we just solidified an opportunity to bring an after-school chess program to Crane.
Wow.
That Crane do not have to pay for. Mr. Clayton will be running that particular program.
Yes.
For those of you all who didn't know, I was on the chess team.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So I'll be leading the chess team. The acronym is Coaching Health Education Strategies to Students. Chess.
That's awesome.
Boys and girls. So we're excited about that. It'll be starting after spring break.
We already have a group of students that you can go. We have a chess club during lunch.
Oh,
and I'm finna whoop them all. So I'm about to recruit all of them. And again, I would like to just say thank you to Crystal Waters, who is a new partner of MHAI, because we had to get some female representation.
I mean, for real. You know what I mean?
Principal Benson started looking at me funny, so I'm working over there. And you do know we got majority female.
Right.
She just told us 70%.
Right.
So, we're so glad to acquire Crystal Waters, who was phenomenal. Married Before You Care. You just think about that in itself. So we looking forward to myself, her being the bridge to help mentor these young men and young ladies to these various pathways that Principal Benson and Principal York is offering. I'm shedding up.
Well, again, this is what we do here on Smooth Sailing with AJ Sanders show. For Generation X, we talk about the things that's going on in the community. Today's show is brought to you by MHAI. Just go to mhai.info to see what Mr. Clayton and his organization is doing for your neighborhood, your schools, and your community. All right. I think, Dre Jeff, you gave me a directive, right?
Not a directive. It just was, save time.
Okay, so we're going to do the weather now before we go on break. Weather is brought to you by, of course, MHAI, which stands for the Male Health Awareness Initiative. So again, go to mhai.info. It was cold and snowy today, y'all. What's going on?
Bipolar, man.
Is that the bipolar Midwest? I don't know what's going on around here. We had a high of 35 degrees. Now look at this. Tomorrow is going to be a high of 52. Low of 28, Wednesday high of 41, and Thursday we'll top out off at 38 with a low of 27 to be sunny, and we'll get some rain by Friday. So at the end of the week for the next 10 days, we'll top off at about 56 degrees. Right now, it is 35 degrees.
Well, tomorrow's the first day of spring.
It is. Yeah. Could have fooled me. Okay. All right. We're going to take us a quick break. We're going to come back and continue our show with our wonderful guests. As you can see, everyone looks so beautiful. I'm looking at the screen here with just a beautiful multitude. Just look so good.
It's
look at
beautiful
that.
now.
It's so beautiful. You cover the president, makes it much much better on that front. All right, y'all. A 1, a 2, and a 3.
It's more than radio.
We will be right back, y'all.
What's up?
Who has the dopest personalities on the internet? My Radio Chicago on the Support District Radio Network. You know it's more than radio. Now is the perfect time to think fitness. Let Power Fitness Chicago help you in every step of the way. Power Fitness Chicago is a one-of-a-kind gym facility using the circuit training method. Workout sessions broken into intervals of cardiovascular and resistance training. Power Fitness Chicago is a full-service gym for the entire family. Classes include boxing, self-defense, boot camp, jiu-jitsu, and step. For more information on class times, call 844-348-6096 or visit powerfitnessshy.com. Power Fitness Chicago. Empowerment through fitness.
This your boy Stony Stables, talking to you about Edible Arrangements, 9945 South Halsted in Chicago. They're open 7 days a week. That's Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call Sabrina at 773-238-3100 and ask about the dip fruit boxes for $9.99. Edible Arrangements, where happiness is always in season.
Gone wild. Are you looking for some good grown old school music? Looking for the songs that you would only hear at the family backyard parties? Artists like Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin, Luther Vandross, New Edition, and Jodeci? Tune into Old Soul Saturday, hosted by Desmond and Toyana, each Saturday from 10 until noon on My Radio Chicago on the Support District Radio Network, where it's more than radio.
You are listening to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X on My Radio Chicago.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Jesus. You came all way. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Hey, we're the station too big for frequency. My Radio Chicago, a support district radio network station.
Every time he broke your precious heart, you did it with no regret. Oh, every time you started going wrong, you showed you no respect. Oh, every time he used to scream on you as if you were a child. Oh, every time he didn't tell you the truth, one lie after lie. I'm gonna make it all. It's alright. Yeah. Oh, what? Make it alright. Oh, every time we stayed out all night, left you home alone. Oh, every time you would have been alright if you just picked up the phone. No. Oh, every time you wanted to up and leave, but you didn't quite know how to. Every time you wanted someone like me to love and cherish you. Oh, I love the way I dress my attire.
A jacket.
They like it. And shout out to Baldhead. I hate you. You know what I'm saying? For talking about my jacket.
A jacket.
No, but I love Baldhead. Y'all know I'm just messing around. All right, we're back. Welcome to Smooth Sailing with AJ Saying, the show for Generation X. You're inside our show. We have our special guests in the building. I'm going to do this the right way, y'all. AP York, Principal Benson, Crystal Waters, and Teron D. Clayton, Senior from HAI. I did it. All right. So
that deserves a fake end.
As you can see in the upper, I want to say left corner, if you're looking at us, you see that symbol, MHAI. That's a marketing and advertising symbol. If you want your business marketing on our show, just inbox myself, Dre Jeff, or Mo Green. We have wonderful packages, and we are not trying to break the bank. We are trying to pay a bill too. Right?
Yeah,
that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get a little Harold's chicken after the show.
Yeah, I gotta buy them Harold's chicken. You know?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna get into sports real quick, and we're gonna get back to our wonderful guests. So you know what we do, right? Ready? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. That's why we need marketing advertising, because we can do a better job of presenting.
You messed up, man. Let the musician handle the beats.
I'm gonna let you handle that from now on.
Okay. Let the musician handle it.
Sports from Mo Green.
All right.
Come on, man. You take it all day.
You know he got to get it.
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
hold on. It's the sad day in Chicago, man. So
you know what? Let me just, you're right. Let me just, because I got to compose myself because I'm so upset.
Yes, please.
Your ring, come on.
All right, now, as you can see, I still have my Chicago Bears stuff on. And yes, I will still be supporting my Chicago Bears, even though I don't agree with that BS trade that Poles pulled off. But anyway, on that note, yes, as we all know, Justin Fields got traded.
How do I say goodbye?
Hey, keep reading. Don't make that beat. No.
We need that, man. No.
With that being said, he was traded to Pittsburgh for a 6th round draft pick, depending on how the playing time he gets, it may move up to a 4th.
That's enough, JJ.
Now,
we sad enough. We don't need your voice.
So the Bears still, in this upcoming year's draft, they still have 4 picks, which is the number 1, the number 9 pick, in the 3rd round, number 75, and in the 4th round, number 122. So with the signing of Keenan Allen, that left them with $35 million in cap salary space, with about 14 to 16 million guaranteed toward the draft class. So that leaves about 19 million for free agency. Now, the Bears fan in me wants them to win every game and go to the Super Bowl. But
preach, Ms. Waters.
I really want them to go about 2-15 because whatever quarterback they get within the next 2 years, Ryan Poles, he should be on the hot seat. Because you did all this building to bring in a rookie. Really? I don't understand that. But hey, that's why I'm here doing podcasting. So, now, we're going to shorten this up because we have our beautiful guest from Crane High School. But we're going to talk about Mr. Donovan Clay. The Missouri State Bear guard/forward season came to an end this past Saturday. They lost to Indiana State. With that loss, they still was 1 game over 500. They were 17-16 with an 8-12 record in the conference. But let's speak about Mr. Clay because he's finishing up his senior year. He attended Alton High School, and where in the 4 years he was there, he grew a total 6 inches from 6'2" to 6'8". He played 2 years at Valparaiso, then he transferred to Missouri State where he finished his career. At Missouri State, he played 1 through 5 positions. He was considered a two-way athlete. He also won the Galantine Award, which is awarded to the local high school player in Alton. Now, this is where it gets interesting. He's the 2nd player in the Missouri Valley Conference to be the 2-time Defensive Player of the Year with 100 3-pointers made, 1,600 points, 800 rebounds, and 800 assists. The 2nd player in the Missouri Valley Conference. That young man is on his way to a bright future, whether it be in the NDA.
Yeah, now what does NDA stand for?
No Defense Association.
Formerly known as the NBA. So with that, he finished up his career. Unfortunately, it was on a loss, but this young man
cracking up.
But this young man, he is on his way to being something special. Like I said, to grow 6 inches in 4 years. Yeah. Then win that Galantine Award. Yeah, for the local high school player. Yeah, so that was good.
Big ups to him.
So when you finish, let me know when you're done because I'm going to explain to people why.
Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it with sports.
Nice.
So back to Mr. President.
Yes. So we feature Mr. Donovan Clay because he's the son of one of our good friends and one of our close friends, and she's done a wonderful job. She actually has two more sons. That's another son that's doing well. But since anybody that's close to us, we want to make sure that we showcase them. So shout out to Donovan Clay and his wonderful mother and father that's doing a wonderful job with both their children. That's accurate, right? Okay, so we're good to go. All right.
So AP, I saw you shaking your head when we said NDA. Now you saw this All-Star game. Who scores 211 points in the game, man?
Hey, it's entertainment.
No comment.
Okay. I just wanted to know we was on the same page.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man.
All right. So now this wonderful school, this Crane Medical Preparatory High School. I say it right. I am so dope. All right. So now, what is in the future for Crane? Now we talked about the stuff like that, but tell us what's coming up next for Crane.
If I can just before I get to that,
for sure,
just speak on the whole thing of sports. So let me tell you.
Oh yes, sir. Now, Mr. President beat it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can just talk about our sports program over at Crane Medical Prep High School because again, like Principal Benson said, we're looking for that well-rounded student. So I'm gonna start with our fall sports. This past season, our girls flag football team won conference. Actually made it to the Final Four of the city championship, where they finished with a record of 16-1. And that team was pretty much comprised of freshmen. So we're looking forward to a wonderful season next season. With our girls flag football team, and then with our football team, we made our first ever state tournament appearance this past season. We finished with a record
deserves the snap
6-3. So we're looking to build upon that, and then we also have a new coach for our boys football for our football team. His name is Coach Sam, and he's a Crane Tech alumni. So
that's
Crane Tech
awesome.
alumni are very excited about him coming aboard. Then moving into our winter sports, shout outs to our boys varsity basketball team who won the White West Conference, and we will be moving up to the Red Conference, which is the top conference in CPS. So for all our sports fans out there. And then also too with our girls basketball team, which was comprised of a whole bunch of freshmen. Hey, look.
Hey, you gotta. Hey,
Freshmen doing their thing.
They did their thing. 20+ win season this year, and we end up losing in the sectional championship of the state series. We were 2 wins away from getting downstate with a group of 4 freshmen and 1 senior. So big things going on in the future for them, as well as our boys basketball. And then right now we're heading into our spring season with our track and field team and also our girls soccer. So we do have sports programs that are pretty much going in the right direction as well. So shout out to all of our coaches over there at Crane Medical Prep, Coach Posey, Coach Dex, Coach Sertoni, Coach Reynolds, Coach Shelton, Coach Sam, Coach Sagan with our cheerleading. So yeah, shout out to everybody over there at Crane with through our athletic department. Can't forget about our athletic director, Anthony Smith, aka Smitty. Who is on paternity leave, so congratulations to you, brother, on your newborn. Definitely looking forward to you coming back so I can stop doing your job.
Now, AP, you know, I feel a little slighted because you didn't mention baseball.
So that's his sport, AP.
That's my sport.
That's
no, I want to be. Sport, I want to be.
So we used to have a baseball program, but that died down some time back. But we're definitely looking to get as many sports as we can. I want to even get a bowling team over Crane. So
nice.
As a person who's been bowling since the age of 7.
Man, we got something in common. Me too. Okay. What's your average?
Man, I ain't bowling, so
he always looking to get a sucker because he think he the sucker.
Yeah, I'm the best bowler in the world. I suppose to think
my
like
thing
that, right?
is just to score over 100.
Yeah, okay.
Just go over 100.
That's good stuff.
I can do that, I'm good.
That's good stuff. Principal Benson.
Yes. So what's to come in the future? We want to top what we did last year. So last year we had half of our senior graduating class graduate with at least one college, not one college credit, but one college class. Of those 50%, of those students, 47% of those students graduated with at least 30. 15 plus.
Okay.
15 plus. And if you know about college credit, 12 hours is one semester.
Oh, yeah.
So our babies and their parents, they were saving money before they went to college.
Wow.
And of those students, 5% of them graduated with 30 plus. So that's 2 semesters down.
That is
awesome. To make some improvements in there. And I have to give a big shout out to my early college STEM program manager, Mr. Jesus McDonald. He formerly worked at Methodist College. So he has insight on the ins and out over there, as well as he was a liaison with Crane Medical Prep with our early college program. So he sees both sides, and he's been really journeying us through this early college setup at our school, even to the point that we have identified, even with our pathways, with each pathway, not only is there opportunity for our students to get certification within those pathways, but also there's opportunity for them to get an associate's degree. We've outlined the classes that they will need to take. Now, I say opportunity because they're going to have to take some sacrifice. They're going to take some summer classes. And that's kind of where we lose some of our students over the summer is the academic part and not wanting to put in that work. But even if you don't make the associate's degree, by the time you graduate high school, we still want to see them graduating with some early college credits. But the associate's degree will put icing on the cake.
That's good stuff.
Beyond that, we are, as I mentioned before, still nurturing and building relationships with outside medical professions. Last week or a week before, we took a group of students to the Illinois College of Optometry. Again, beyond that, doctor and nursing. And from that, we have 3 students that have been invited back to do some shadowing with some optometrists over the summer.
Good stuff. That's good stuff. So I want to talk to Ms. Waters for a second here. I really just want to hear that earthy kid voice. So, marry before you carry. Am I saying that right?
You are.
Let's explain to the people what that's all about.
Marry before you carry is really a foundational principle that goes back to family, which is something that in the Black and Brown community, we really don't see many 2-parent households. We have the single parenting, we have unwed mothering, which I was both. So this is not me coming from a place of don't do this, don't do that. This is strictly from experience and essentially wanting better for our young people. So we have a lot of youth who, of course, don't want to get married. We don't hear a lot of good things about marriage, although it is a peak for many of us, right?
Sure.
But marry before you carry, in the middle of that, there is a be for you piece. And that is the most important piece that we focus on. One thing that is exclusive to our program is selfie time. And we're not in there taking selfies. We are developing the inner self so that we can be great products, so that we can give back to our communities because we have created value for ourselves first. And so the number one principle is me first. Me first.
Awesome.
If I can take care of me, it's easier for me to take care of you. It's easier for me to give to you. And so we fill our cups. We fill the young people cups. I learn from them. They learn from me because I don't know it all. They're teaching me some things about now, right? We have young people who are great entrepreneurs. They have amazing ideas. Just over the weekend at the Teen Leadership Summit, the conference, one of the girls said, "Is marry before you carry? Is it a book series? Is it a TV show? Is it a podcast?" And then here I am today on a podcast.
Wow.
And so this is all manifestation, but purpose is all in the bottom of marry before you carry, creating value for yourself before you create a family.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So I just want to let my staff know that I do have some sense. Okay. So I want to explain to you guys some of these acronyms that you may have heard the administration say. So
this guy.
CTE means career technical education, right?
Okay.
Post-secondary means after education.
Do we got some detention time this weekend?
So anyway, I gotta mess with them like they mess with me. So I gotta get that. Look at Mo Green. That is awesome. That is awesome. Mr. Clay, you are a part of this show and you've been supporting this show since its inception. And again, just let the people know what MHAI does for the community, for schools, and for neighborhoods.
Sure. MHAI is a social enterprise that we aim towards building bridges that disconnect males and families from acquiring professional social health services. And we do this through an array of dynamics and initiatives. We do it through building relationships through schools, both elementary and high schools. Right now, we are in Morgan Park, Crane, Uplift Community High School, Finger Academy, 114th and Wallace Elementary School, Aldrich Elementary School, in O'Gill Gardens.
Yes, in the
My
gardens.
kings of the jungle, queens of the jungle. I love them. And we also doing work with the Southside Help Center, 10420 South Halston, in collaboration with Marcus Flanall through our parent engagement initiative, doing work with Marry Before You Carry, who is partnering with MHAI. So we are excited about what we're doing at Crane for Principal Benson and Principal York, trying to engage our young people and parents just to be more appreciative of the institution they're a part of. Because sometimes we don't realize the gem or the blessing that we're in until we start losing it or until it's reintroduced. So I'm just excited about Crane and the direction it's going, and the fact that we're looking to educate and empower more young people in the health sciences. And I think having a gym like that on the west side of Chicago should be it should be echoed.
Yeah.
I think it should be. That's why I was so glad that Principal Benson and Principal York made it today, because
yes, absolutely.
Crane need to be reintroduced to the city of Chicago.
That's
so we introducing Crane Medical Prep High School today.
Good stuff.
And that's what it's about today, Crane.
2250 West Jackson?
2245.
2245. Well, I'm sorry. 2245.
That's a fine.
That's a fine.
That is a fine.
That's a fine.
Yeah, you sending them down the street.
2245 West Jackson is where Crane located.
With your permission, President.
Come on. Yes, sir. Right. Somebody's crib. Right.
All you have to do is say Jackson and Damon. That's all.
Just say Jackson and Damon.
Yeah.
Well, people want the
Jackson and Oakley.
Thank you.
Oakley.
Go ahead, Mr. Clean.
I want to speak about this one initiative that I don't know if Principal Benson and Principal York spoke about it, and it's not many schools doing it. And I want to highlight Crane. Principal Benson and Principal York has spearheaded a truancy prevention intervention program. What is that? Well, when students have high tardies or they're absent 2 or 3 days, after a phone call, Principal Benson and Principal York like, we're knocking on the door. And I just want to commend them on putting a team together that actually knock on doors. Nice. And from that initiative, we've discovered changes of address, families have moved, sensitive dynamics that I cannot discuss on the radio. So if she would have never initiated that initiative, how would we have discovered other sensitive issues or needs that was preventing our students from going to school? And since that initiative, it's been very impactful. So I just wanted to commend Principal Benson and Principal York on such a dynamic initiative.
That's right. That's right.
Find our babies.
And if you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, attendance is the number one priority. I mean, if they can just get there, once they get there, they got them. But we need your help, parents. Parents, we need your help. They're only with these babies a little bit of time. You got them all day, so they're influenced by you. So parents get more involved. You have wonderful people here that will help. You could use our platform. In addition, we want to get the parents more involved in our schools, because that's the only way. Because I don't want to be afraid of the future. I am, but I don't want to be. And this right here actually puts my mind at ease when we have people in place that'll help for our future.
Hey man, what's going on with the screen, man?
All right, it's blowing up over here. So let me see. Tori Rivers gave us the pound and the heart. She also said, "Great job, Principal Benson and AP York." I want to say Nyota McDowell. Do you know them? Do you know that person? Awesome job for my Black brothers and sisters. Thank you for your your dedication to our Black and brown communities. And thank all of you all for tuning in, chiming in, saying things to our wonderful guests, and tuning in to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X. Don't let this be the only time you tune in. Tune in every Monday night from 7 to 9 right here.
Yeah, give me the information, man.
Chicago.
I'm sorry.
I got you, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask Principal Benson.
Yes.
Real quick. So, considering those who are watching, for 8th graders who will be graduating from high school this summer, we now have parents listening. How do incoming freshmen get in touch with you all? Principal Benson, Principal York, how can they get in?
First, I want to say you don't have to get in touch with us first. Go to your Go CPS account.
There we go.
And just select us. When you select us, we're gonna select you, and then we bring you in.
I need you to say that one more time, Principal Benson. For those of us who don't, run that one more time.
Your Go CPS account. All 8th graders, you all know what I'm talking about. That's the only way you could have selected your high school. For this second round, first round closed last Friday. Second round is getting ready to open up. Go reselect Crane Medical Prep High. It's under Richard T. Crane.
No, it's under Crane
Medical Prep High School. Select us as number 1. If you don't select us as number 1, then it kind of lowers your chances for us getting you first. So we need you all to select us as your number 1 option, and we will be in touch with you very soon.
Wow.
Just to add to that, like Cousin Wilson said, the first round has closed, which was Friday, March 15th. And I must say that we have done an awesome job of promoting the school in the fall, because out of the 63 offers that went out, 46 of the students selected us.
Wow.
That's selected us as their school of choice for next year. And on April 1st is when the rolling waitlist period opens up.
All right.
So yes, like Principal Benson said, you see us on there, and Crane is the place that you want to be. Select us. Send us over the offer, and we'll go ahead and extend the offer to your student.
Good stuff.
As was mentioned earlier in the podcast, there's some parents out there that still have some questions about Crane Med Prep, and how have you all transitioned? You are welcome to contact us. My email is tmmurray@cps.edu. Mr. York is rayyork@cps.edu. If you have questions and just need some more clarification, because where you send your baby, that's important. Those decisions, it's not just okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. Sometimes we need more information. We are more than willing to have those conversations with you, invite you in. We can do a tour of the school, and you can talk to some of our teachers, whatever you need to make that decision.
That's good stuff.
You can also check out our website, newcranemedicalprep.org. So that should help alleviate some of the stereotype that we get around the city as being Crane. So please remember, the neighborhood is changing.
It sure is.
Sure is.
Gentrification is real, people.
It sure is. And all that information will be on our Black House page as well.
To piggyback President on Principal York, when he said gentrification, and that's not always bad. I think we need to sometimes, especially in our communities, we accept change with resistance sometimes, but yet we demand change. And then when the change start happening, we still battle with the resistance of the old. So we ask the parents and the students who are at Crane, parents and students who are about to come in with a new mindset, with a new spirit, with a new energy, with a new focus, because we're moving in a new direction. And whatever was, whatever is about to be. So we just ask that you come in with the right spirit, the right mind, the right body, the right emotion, and it will be what you are expecting and anticipating. So I want to commend Principal York and Principal Benson, because they go through the discomfort, the resistance, sometimes even disrespect from outside forces and internal. So just the challenges that leaders have to go through and the loneliness of leadership, that have to be applauded, because it is the consistency and the go forward in spite of the resistance that matters. And I would like to commend again Principal Benson and Principal York for moving Crane in a new direction.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. That information will be on our Black House page. All of what you just heard, to get in touch with AP and AP York and Principal Benson, right there on our page with no problem. You can definitely get in touch with them. All right, so we're gonna take one last break. We got the wet our whistles and talk a little stuff behind the camera.
Pay some bills.
You know what I'm saying?
Get some leather cleaner.
Get a jacket.
3, 2, 1.
It's more than radio.
I can't stand them, y'all. We'll be right back.
During these difficult times, we must not give in. Working together saves lives. So to help stop COVID-19, let's do the 5. 1, wash your hands often for at least 20 seconds. 2, elbow, cough into it. 3, face, don't touch it. 4, stay more than 6 feet apart. 5, feel sick, stay home and rest. From all of us at My Radio Chicago and the Support District Radio Network, be well and stay safe.
Shop Talk 7 with Mediamonics on My Radio Chicago. on the Support District Radio Network. Yeah, it's more than radio.
This your boy Stony Stables, talking to you about Edible Arrangements, 9945 South Halsted in Chicago. They're open 7 days a week. That's Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call Sabrina at 773-238-3100 and ask about the dip fruit boxes for $9.99. Edible Arrangements, where happiness is always in season.
Gone wild.
Really, Bliss? Again? Let me call Calvin.
Chicago's Chicken Shack, Inglewood. This is Calvin. How may I help you?
Hey, it's Liv again. Can I get a 6-piece? Make it a 10-piece, no sauce, and I'm not that hungry, so...
Already know. A 10-piece, no sauce, and my girl ain't hungry. Coming up.
Thank you so much.
It's the newest growing franchise, Chicago's Chicken Shack. When you simply do what you gotta do to taste the best shrimp, chicken, or fish, seasoned so perfect you don't need no sauce. 1158 West 63rd Street. That's 63rd and Racine. With food that good and prices that low, you can't beat it. Call and order now. 773-912-6448. That's 773-912-6448. And follow them on all social media platforms. When you order, tell them Stoney sent you.
Hey, do his eyes be open the whole time?
Yes.
Gone wild.
Passionate Films Video Production. We help you tell your stories through video. We specialize in blending language, imagery, music, sound, color into stories from concept and strategy through production and post-production with all platforms and screen sizes. Let's work together. Passionate Films. Think, plan, execute emotion.
You are listening to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X on My Radio Chicago.
Creators' righteous children. I have some food in my bag for you. Not that edible food, the food you eat. No, I have some food for thought. Since knowledge is infinite, it has infinitely fell on me. So, it was a stormy night. You know the kind where the lightning strikes. And I was hanging out with some of my artsy friends. Ooh, you. The night was long, the night went on. We were cooling down to the break of dawn. And this was burning, so I'm feeling right. I picked my friends like I picked my fruit. Again, he told me that when I was only you. I don't walk around trying to be what I'm not. I don't waste my time trying to get what you got. I work at pleasing me, cause I can't please you. And that's why I do what I do. I'm so flash free like a willow tree. Do we. And if you don't wanna be down with me, you don't wanna pick from my apple tree. And if you don't wanna be down with me, then you don't wanna pick from my apple tree. And if you don't wanna be down with me, then you don't wanna pick from my apple tree. And if you don't wanna be down with me, you just don't wanna be down. I have a home, and I take it everywhere I go. Cause I'm planting seeds, so I reap what I sow, you know. On and on and on and on. My cyber keys moving like a rolling stone. I can't control the soul flowing in me. Ooh-wee. See, I picked my friends like a big fruit. Again, he told me that when I was only you. I don't walk around trying to be what I'm not. I don't waste my time trying to get what you got. I work at pleasing me, cause I can't please you. And that's why I do what I do. I'm so flash free like a willow tree. Do we. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you just don't want to fit down. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I picked my friends like a big fruit. Again, he told me that when I was only you. I don't walk around trying to be with them now. I don't waste my time trying to get what you got. I work at pleasing me cause I can't please you. And that's why I do what I do. So flies free like a willow tree. Do we. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pay for my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you dum diddy. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pay for my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you just don't want to fit down with me.
We are back, y'all, live with Smooth Sailing with AJ saying the show for Generation X, where is what?
On the radio.
Where you can find us on the SDR network.
You should get that right.
I said it's right. I said SDR network.
It's on your shirt.
You always see you mad because I was doing it better than you. You over there coughing, so you have to interrupt me.
Lord
right?
have mercy. My voice just said no, not today. I'm over here crying and everything. Oh my goodness. All right.
You can look at us, find us on YouTube on Passionate Films. You can also go to www.supportdistrictradio.com. And we also on Roku.
That's right.
We are on Roku.
So. All right, Principal Benson, AP York. Any last, first of all, who do you want to shout out? Start with you, AP.
So I just want to shout out all our staff over there at Crane Medical Prep working hard in the building. I cannot forget one of our long-lasting employees over there, Mr. Maurice Gardner, Coach Maurice Gardner, who's helping us bridge the gap with Crane Tech and Crane Med Prep. So shout out to everybody over at Crane, and shout out to all of my family and friends that are checking us out. And shout out to you guys for having us here.
Oh, no problem.
No problem, man. This is our pleasure. Our pleasure.
Principal.
In addition to just the staff, a special shout out to, as I mentioned before, Mr. Jesus Magaya, my early college STEM program manager, as well as Mrs. Fields, who has been very instrumental in ensuring that our students have these medical prep opportunities. Big shout out to my student government, coach and client team that's putting that beyond the classroom experience together for our students. So I want to make sure we give them their props as well. And, you know, everybody that has been supportive with us, Rush Medical Center, Lurie Children's Hospital, University of Chicago, Illinois College of Optometry, Malcolm X. I'm missing somebody, and I'm sorry.
Charge it to her head, not her heart.
Miss Waters.
Yes. I want to shout out, of course, the Marry Before You Carry Club, my board, the different communities and organizations that have brought us in. Thank you, and a special shout out to MHAI for the wonderful collaboration. Of course, I want to shout out my amazing husband. Check out Just Turkey Restaurant, 2 locations, one on 43rd and Cottage Grove, the second on 87th and Dan Ryan.
So, Miss Waters, you just killed every man's dream by saying husband. Just want you to know that right now. She's married, guys, okay?
Yes.
To the Just Turkey man.
Not Mom.
Mr. Clayton.
Mr. Moore. That's right.
That's right.
That's my sister.
That's right.
I got So, Mr. Clayton would just like to give shout out to my 4 unbelievable sons, Jerron Jr., Jerron, Jacob, Jordan, my grandbaby, sugar mama stuff. Would like to just thank out to my family, the MHAI team, staff, collaborative partners, and to AJ Sands, Dre Jeff, Mo G, and Support District Radio, and the students of Crane Medical and the parents of Crane Medical Prep.
That's right. That's right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Mo Green.
Well, of course, 7 G's are my 3 granddaughters, my mother, my sister, and you, the beautiful audience. Because without you guys, there's no us. And of course, my man, Mr. AJ,
thank you,
for giving me this opportunity, and Dre Jeff for embracing me and showing me what it takes to succeed and looking for bigger and better things in the latter part of 24.
Yes, sir.
Dre Jeff.
Dre Jeff.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to God making this all possible. You know, every day we get up, we get another chance. Also to the fans supporting us, coming in every week, supporting us every week. We thank you. We love you. To my family, my wife, my children, my mother, my brothers, my sister. I love you. You know, I just want to say that, you know, I love you. Ain't nothing going on. And a shout out to, once again, to the to James Doolin, one of my supervisors. Rest up, man. We got the place, man, because I know you watching. So, you know, rest up. We got this place or whatever.
All right. Well, for me, you guys, the fans, our wonderful guests, Mr. Clayton, Dre, Jeff, Mo Green, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We want you to continue to tune in because this is what we do. This is how we display our people. This is Black History Month, year, century, life. We're going to continue to do that stuff right here on Smooth Sailing with AJ saying, the show for Generation X. Listen, go to the Black House page. Check out the information about Crane. We want to get that out there. The only high school in the city that's focused on medical training. You cannot go wrong with that, y'all. Other than that, catch us next Monday. We'll be right back here on Smooth Sailing with AJ saying, the show for Generation X from 5 to 7 right there on YouTube, y'all. A 3, a 2, a 1.
It's more than radio.
We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. We are out. Bye.
What?